What's up, guys? It's Drew for Dynamic Menace, and we are closing in on the finale. I don't think we're gonna get to it this episode, but it's coming. It's looming, right? Yep. Headed to the Science Center. All right, let's see. Let's see. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. See, look. This is your last chance to upgrade gear and ability to say this is the end of the game. Let's go. Yeah, I think this episode, maybe one more. All right, let's just get inside and knock out as many thugs as we can and see how it all feels. We'll play it by ear, right? Oop. Everybody sees me? How about now, though? Nope. Nobody. Nobody knows what happened. It was just the wind. Right?
Try that again.
See? If I'm picking up from last episode, checking in, I think I was talking a little bit about how I'm just kind of adjusting to a shift in my personal life where I'm kind of moving some pieces around, right? Some people I need to scale back how much they're around. Other people need to be maybe moved out altogether, right? It's just necessary. It's part of life, you know? Some people are just here for a season, right? Isn't that the expression? Hold on. Somebody sees me. All right. Let me see. I think I was more bummed about it last episode, but I've kind of made my peace with it. Yeah. Yeah. Anytime you have to like leave somebody behind, unless they're like malicious or just overall shitty, it's somebody you actually do care about, but it's just not serving you. It's always tough, you know. And I've had to deal with that like more than a handful of times. I think it's easier now that I'm older, because you kind of know that whatever level of hurt you're feeling, or I don't know if you call it discomfort, just sadness about it, it'll pass, you know. It's important to feel those feelings though. Like, you know, I think when I was a kid, I don't ever want to feel this again. You know, I don't ever want to do this again. I don't want to fucking, you know, let people get close to me because I don't like this feeling, you know, and that's not the way to go about it. But I don't know. Part of the reason I love, it's appropriate we're playing Spider-Man, even though it's not Peter Parker. I'm gonna talk about Peter Parker real quick. One of my favorite things about Peter Parker is that he. Hold on. Somebody almost saw me. He has this indomitable spirit, right? Everybody sees me. Everybody knows where I am. Nope, I gotta go. Yeah. He knows he has like this rotten Parker luck, and he curses it, and he's like, God damn it, but like, you know, he doesn't let it keep him down for very long. I think they list like one of his powers as his will, you know. Let me see. How about if I disappear? But then you guys don't know what to do. And all right, just like that, I'm gone. shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the things that was like, I'm sure I've talked about it to death. It was low key kind of inspirational to me, and it made tough situations not so bad when I was a kid, because it shined a light on the reality of life that like just you're gonna deal with tough situations from time to time. You know, you just gotta learn how to roll with the punches. This is how it be. Let me see. Let me see. You're not always gonna get what you want. You're not always gonna be chosen, and it's gonna fucking suck, and it's gonna hurt. People are gonna hurt you. Actually, there was a fuck. I feel bad because I don't remember what her name was. It was like I think it was a female athlete or a coach or something, and she was like, anytime I've been faced with that situation or I've had to deal with that, I've deal with heartbreak or anything like that, it has built something in me that I've needed further on down the road. Damn. Okay, dude. Dude. I just used my fucking, gravity well thing on you. Why did it not bother you in the least? All right.
Same kind of barrier.
Is that all of them? Okay. So yeah.
Drain the generators.
Yeah, anytime I've had to deal with
Those shacks.
heartbreak, pain, not being picked, disappointment,
A new power source.
learning how to deal with those emotions, those feelings, it's toughened me up. It's built something in me that I've needed further on down the road. And I felt the fuck out of that. Let me see. All right. Wait, I did that. Didn't I connect it? All right.
Got it. Sticky and
So yeah, I've developed like a healthy, thick callus around
that's one. Feeling good.
around my emotions and things like that. Like, I know it's probably not the best outlook, but yeah,
Oh, this is gonna work.
hope for the best, prepare for the worst. You know?
This is working.
Let me see. All right, got a few more of these. You know, especially like, ooh, it's almost like comical how I definitely do have like that Parker luck, you know, especially when it comes to like relationship stuff.
Yes.
Rob doesn't believe it, even though he's seen it firsthand like multiple times. I was actually telling a story to somebody
Saw one.
recently,
Can't believe how well.
and it was about this one particular incident, and it's par for the course. This is a Tuesday, you know, it's normal. And the story is so fucking weird that they think I'm exaggerating, and they're like, oh, that's an outlier. Like, there's no way that's like how they all go. And I'm like, no, this is pretty much how they all go. And it was many moons ago. Rob and I used to work in Pacific Beach
Time to break the underground.
at this bar and club, and it was very, very popular. We were busy 6-7 nights a week, you know, thumping DJ and all that, and it was the spot. Everybody loved to come hang out there. There was a lot of girls around, you know. It was a college bar,
Finn, you here?
so it was just a good time. So
Spare. Getting to show off our conversion.
it wasn't uncommon for like any of the people that worked there to have like a carousel of love interests. Well, I'll say, right? And
Finn,
there was one instance one night
come on.
where
Finish.
um
You and me.
I was getting ready. We were getting ready to close down the bar. The music was still playing, the lights are still out, people are still drinking, having a good time, but we're moving pieces around to start greasing the tracks to get people out of there. And as I'm like moving some furniture down and like closing up the patio, this girl walks up to me. She was like, "Hey, I was wondering if you had a second. Like, my friend really wanted to talk to you." And I was like, "What friend?" She was like, "Yeah, she's right over there." And I looked over, and it's this girl. I had talked to her earlier on in the night. We had spoken. And I was like, "Why doesn't she come talk to me herself? Like, we already spoke before." And she was like, "She's a little shy, and she, she wanted to see if you want to hang out sometime or give you her number." Da, da, da. And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I went over and I talked to her a little bit, and she was like a little shy, little withdrawn. And I didn't know. I thought maybe it was alcohol, maybe like I didn't know. But I was like, "Yeah, what do you guys? What what's the plan?" She was like, "Yeah, well, we were gonna go out tomorrow if you're free. We're gonna meet over here, da da da." And it's like a little group thing, so it's not like any pressure on you guys to actually just go out and have a date, just come hang out. And I was like, "I'm down. So next day, we were texting. I go meet them over there, and it's her girlfriend, and her girlfriend's boyfriend. And we're all sitting around
We're gonna get here.
at this. It's a like a bar slash restaurant kind of deal.
So it could be anywhere from
It was a cantina,
exhibits upstairs.
and me and her are like more chit chatting than it being like a group thing. Like they're sitting right there, but the conversation that we're having is just the two of us, and we're clicking, we're hitting it off. And slowly but surely, I'm sure it was like a little bit that we're having drinks. Like she starts opening up and having a good time, and it was cool. And she opens up a little more, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so weird and awkward." And I was like, "That's cool. That's kind of my brand too." And she was like, "No, I'm not normally like this. Like I was supposed to get married this month." And I was like, "Oh." And she was like, "Yeah." And it was actually supposed to be, I can't remember what the time frame was. Either it passed or it was supposed to be like the next week or so. Something. It was really, really close proximity when we were actually hanging out. And I was like, "Oh, that's unfortunate." Like, you know. So I'm aware that this isn't uh she's
Flashlights on our phones.
rebounding basically, and she's probably looking for a band-aid or a shoulder to cry on or a security blanket to like just make her feel better.
Find something mutable.
So we're chit-chatting some more, and she tells me that the dude just up and vanished. It's not like they like dissolved everything and had to talk about it and just decided it wasn't best. Like she had no idea. Just out of nowhere, the guy fucking disappears.
Tape memory alloy.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's fucking, you're probably devastated right now. You're probably really emotionally compromised right now."
This stuff is
And
crazy.
she's like, "Yeah, I'm just really fucked up right now." Da, da, da. And I was like, "Okay." So we keep talking. She's like kind of pouring her heart out a little bit.
Still need something
And then she gets up. "Hey, look who it is, everybody."
directly with the command module's computer. We could recreate the idea, but with
Ooh.
neural interface.
Mm.
It would overload our
All right, so get back on the story. She there's a moment where I can't remember who initiated it. I wasn't really paying attention, but the two girls get up and go to the bathroom together, which isn't weird. So it didn't really it didn't jump out at me. I didn't know that they had given each other the eye, and it was like some conspicuous signaling that we were gonna go have a meeting in the women's restroom. But that's what happened. So I'm there sitting. Hold on, I have to get something else. I'm there sitting at the table with the dude, the other chick's boyfriend, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to talk to this stranger about. And they come back a few minutes later, and they're low key kind of bickering and arguing. Like the chick that I'm talking to, her name was Nikki. She's like low-key kind of pleading or like defending herself and like trying to calm down her friend, and her friend is like fucking done with her, like she's mad at her. And they get back to the table, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what the fuck, you know, to myself. And her friend's like gathering up her stuff a little bit, and I think me and the dude are kind of like, what's going on? And she's like, no, we're leaving. And hold on, I'm figuring this out real quick. I was like, what's going on? We're all going somewhere? And she's like, she looks at me right before she leaves, and she's like, you better make sure she gets home okay. You know, I know where you work, and did it. And she's like, Loki kind of threatened me to make sure she's safe. And I was like, yeah, what?
Doing stuff like this with you.
So they leave, and Nikki fucking turns to me and like kind of curls up into my arms a little bit. And she's like, no, she just wanted to go home. She doesn't want to be here anymore. And I was like, what? What? I'm still kind of confused because that didn't really seem like what had just taken place, you know? It seemed like she just told her something or said something to her, and her friend wasn't okay with it. But I was like, okay, so her and I continue to hang out there, and we're kind of having a good time, you know? She's very affectionate and warming up to me, like, and it definitely seems like, you know, she just, like I said, she just wanted a Band-Aid, and this is just making her feel better to have like a connection with somebody, you know? So again, like at no point was I ever pushing for anything, or like, you know, I could tell she's definitely like a little wounded, you know, and vulnerable emotionally. I wasn't pushing for anything like that. I don't think that was ever really how I operated when I we used to go out. I was never really like aggressively out looking for girls or trying to meet girls. But okay, so her and I are hanging out. We eventually get back to the bar where I work at, and it's busy. Like I said, it's packed, and I had some more drinks. She had more than I did. I think I stopped drinking at a point because I had to drive home, and she invited me over, or she asked me to take her home. I took her home, and then she invites me in, and I spend the night, right? So the next morning, she, as I was leaving, like, she's like, I really like you, and I had a good time, but I want to see you again, but I'm really fucked up right now, and I don't want you to get your hopes up or like make any plans or anything. She was just basically like trying to make sure I knew that this was casual, you know? And I was like, that's fine. Like, whatever. It's cool. Let me know if you want to hang out again, or I'll text you or something, you know? And she was like, yeah, that's fine. I'd like that. So, over the next week or two, I think I texted her once to go hang out. And she was like, I'd really like to, but like, I'm just really in a weird place right now. And I don't think that's the best idea. And I'm sorry, I'm just really fucked up over everything. Like, you know, my situation. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So, hold on. I'm trying to concentrate on this fight too. All right, let me see. What do I do? Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. What do I do? God damn it. Come on. Fuck. I can't really see super well. The camera fucking is spinning around on its own in certain instances here. And it is not doing me any favors. No, fucking hit the fat guy. Why did I go right past him to somebody else that's... Ugh, Jesus. Alright, come on. Come on. Alright, come on. see. All right. Let's go. All right. So I asked her out like once to follow up to see if she wanted to hang out again, because I didn't want her to think I was just trying to fucking fuck her and that was it. You know, that was all I was into. Actually, you know, I thought she was cute. She was really cute. And hold on, fuck. Ugh. She was really cute. She was really nice. She was really sweet. And I was interested, you know? Otherwise, I wouldn't have fucking hung out with her in the first place. But I understood that her situation was kind of complicated. So she pretty much just told me to like hold my horses, and I understood, and I backed way off. And I think over the next few weeks, I hadn't talked to her at all. I think I saw her here and there at the club, but she would just act like kind of possessive when people are around, you know? Like she only wanted to be involved enough to keep me, to act like she was I belonged to her when we're in public, you know? When it came to like actually go anywhere or do anything, like she told me to fuck off, essentially, you know? And I was like, that's not how this is gonna work. So eventually, like I think the next few weeks, I started talking to somebody else, you know? I was going on dates, and this girl actually really liked. And it was actually looking like it could go somewhere. Shit. We started dating, and it wasn't for a while. Like I met her in the place where I worked. All right, let me see. God damn it. All right, hold on. Trying to tell this story and get all this done. All right, come on, dude. All right, come on, dude. How much health are these guys? I know I have it like on the hardest difficulty, but still. Well, some of that, and you get some of that. So yeah, I started dating this other girl. We went on other dates, other places, and it started seeming like it was gonna go somewhere. And I was really into her. I really liked her. And there was an instance. We finally go into the place where I work, the bar that I work at, and she, when I walk in there, she goes to meet up with her girlfriends. They're already there hanging out, and I go to ask my buddies who are there working. I was like, yo, is Nikki here? And they were like, I haven't seen her. Right? And I don't know if they were lying because they thought it'd be funny to see me have to fucking deal with Nikki acting fucking crazy after she sees me with this other chick. You know? Or what? But almost immediately right after they said, no, we haven't seen her. Like she comes walking out of the bathroom and she turns almost like she fucking locked onto me. She turns immediately to me. Like it wasn't even like she was like surveying the crowd or, you know, looking around to see if she could find me. She immediately, like she had a fucking spider sense. She immediately fucking locked onto me. I was standing to her right. And she was like, and she comes over and she was like, oh my God, dude, I'm so glad to see you. I just want to spend time with you and let's get out of here. Let's go home. And I was like, I haven't talked to you in a while. Like I'm actually here with somebody. I'm on a date, you know? And she's like, what? No, let's go home. And she's drunk, you know? And that's usually how those would go when she was in there. And I was like, I can't, Nikki, I can't leave. I'm here with somebody. And she has like this sad face, like this over exaggerated, like little kid who's being told they can't have ice cream. And I was like, I gotta go, you know? So I go over and I meet back up with the girl I was there with, and we're having a good time. We're hanging out, and she comes over and like posts up like a few feet away, and she's glaring at me and her, and she keeps walking by and saying shit to me like loudly, like we were on the dance floor. She came over and she started talking shit like to me, like she'll walk by. It was like a drive-by shit talking, you know? The girl I was with was like, what the fuck is going on? What's her problem? And I was like, we used to talk and she's just drunk and she's, you know, going through some personal stuff. And, you know, I was trying to explain it as best I could, but it was really complicated, you know? And I wasn't going to be able to like, God damn it, come on. Give her all the details on the fly in the middle of this crazy loud environment, you know? Well, I didn't want her to be weird about it, you know? I'm just like, yeah, I just talk to this chick. And you start talking to somebody new and some drama already fucking comes out the woodwork, especially in that type of environment. Like, if you don't know, most of the girls that, if you work at a bar or club and you start dating some new girl, they automatically think you're fucking everybody. Or you're trying to fuck everybody. They think you're a big old hoe bag, you know? And that's not the case, you know, for a lot of people that work there. Like some of them, yeah. But yeah, I didn't want her to worry about if that's what she was getting into, you know. Am I gonna constantly have to deal with Drew having fucking girls just pop up out of nowhere and, you know, cause problems? Like, I don't want to deal with that shit. Nobody would. So it's getting worse and worse with Nikki. She is, hold on. To the point where she finally walks by and she takes her finger and places it against my head and then shoves really hard, you know? And I look over and my dude, who I actually work with now, at the place me and Rob work at, he's just laughing. And I'm like, dude, can you do something about this? Like, fucking get her the fuck out of here. Like, she's clearly trying to start a fight or a problem or something, you know? And me and her walked away while they went and fucking talked to her. All right. So a little bit later on in the night, I think she went to the restroom or she went to go talk to her girlfriends again. And Nikki comes back over to me and she was like, can we please just go home? I just want to be with you. I'm sorry. Da, da, da. And I was like, telling her no. I was like, Nikki, I get it. Like, but I haven't talked to you like in I don't know how long. And last time I talked to you, you said that you're fucked up right now and you don't want anything. And, you know, anytime I've asked you to go out or do anything, you were like, you can't or you don't want to or whatever. Like, you just kind of shot it down. So I'm like, I didn't know what you expected me to do. Like, was I supposed to wait around for you to figure it out? You didn't tell me anything. You know, you didn't communicate that with me. And while I'm talking to her and trying to like, I'm trying to be kind and I'm trying to be empathetic of her situation. Like, I know that, fuck. I know what she was going through, you know? It was heartache. Ugh, fuck. Oof. I'm getting my ass kicked because I'm telling this story and not paying attention. So as I'm trying to like low-key kind of console her and explain like where I'm coming from and that I'm not trying to hurt her feelings by being out with somebody else. I'm not like trying to rub her face in it. But, you know, I can't leave in the middle of this date to fucking go with you, you know? That would be really fucked up. And plus I don't want to. So as I'm talking to her, she jams her hands in my pockets and grabs everything she can. It was like cash. Fuck. I just fucking uppercutted this bitch and nothing. How about this? How about you guys fucking do that shit? Alright. Yeah, she jams her hands in my pockets grabs everything, so cash. I think I had like some credit cards and stuff, and my keys, and tries to run out the emergency door, right? And we were on the middle of the dance floor, and I'm trying to get through the crowd to get after her. I go out the emergency door right behind her, and she has kind of jumped in this car that's like outside. The street's right there. So in my mind, like as I'm running up to this car, I'm like, oh shit, she had this planned out. Like she told her friends like meet her over here so she could just fucking run out of here. This shit's crazy. So I catch the car. It's like at a stop sign, like right there. I catch the car, open the door like right as it shut, and I open the car door, and it's a bunch of people freaking out because this stranger just fucking hopped into their vehicle, right? So she tried to fucking make a getaway. God damn it. She tried to make a getaway by diving into a random vehicle and just telling them just to drive. And she thought they were going to be okay with that and help and assist in her getaway. And they're all freaking out. And I pulled her out of the car, and I got all my stuff back, and I just went back inside. And over the next few months, she would just do a series of stunts like that, you know? Like if I couldn't see her coming, because it was always jam-packed in there, you know? It was always like a crazy crowd. So it was nothing for like this little fucking 120-pound girl to fucking just hide in the crowd and then pop out and do some crazy shit, you know? But yeah, I was telling that story to a friend of mine to illustrate how fucking insane my dating life is regularly. And they're like, that has to be an outlier. That has to be like uncommon, right? And I was like, nope, this is pretty much how they go. They're all fucking lunatics. And it sounds like I'm being critical of them, but I mean, I'm picking them, right? Common denominator is me, so I don't know. I'm probably not wrapped too tight myself, right? I'm a few fries short of a Happy Meal. Which is why I think it's just time to hang it all up. Which was a decision I made like several years ago, but I tried one more time and it's not in the cards. But I'm gonna wrap this episode up. I think we only have a little bit more left to go. I appreciate you hanging out with me and listening to my bullshit. Leave me a like if you like our content. Subscribe if you want to see the finale for Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.